let's move on to the 2-star curio option, like the 2-star curios. So first we have the Dimension Reduction dice. This one's an OG, it's been around for a while. Reads, when choosing your blessings after winning a battle, 1 extra blessings can be chosen, but the number of available blessings will be reduced by 1. This curio will be destroyed after a total of 2 battles. So this pretty much reads like, get 2 extra blessings, but less freedom in choosing 4 blessings. Since you can re-roll your blessings, usually the fact that you can't choose any more blessings, like you can choose 1 less blessing, is less harmful. It's a little bit annoying, but like overall, I would read this as like +2 blessings over time. Funny enough, it does have really good synergy with Fortune Glue, which is the next curio right next to it. So yeah, it's always solid. The fact that it's destructible means that you can get it via destructible curio events, and you're more likely to see it often. It's not worth I wouldn't say it's worth the store price of 180 cosmic fragments, but yeah, you're always happy to see this, I think. Yeah, it used to be like really, really good, really defining, but yeah, we just gotten stronger curios over. Actually, yeah, it's like somewhere here. Maybe here. I feel like I should make a new tier, just kind of in between. Actually, I guess I am. This is like. Yeah, probably like top of minor improvement for now. 2 blessings is nice. Okay, next, Fortune Glue. After winning a battle, obtain 1 additional 3-star blessings. After winning 1 battles, this curio is destroyed. I mean, where do I put this? Like, maybe. Maybe here? Like, okay. Back in the day, obviously, this used to be like run winning on the spot, especially before we had equations, but now it's like 3-star blessings are still really, really good. And you don't always have to pick the one that's of the path you're getting. Like, the hunt ones that advance you on kill and per break are pretty good. There's like the Soul Chrysalis ones, the Brain Navat ones. So it's still really good. I definitely would like seeing this over some 3-star curios. Yeah, you're never going wrong with this one for sure. Definitely better than. I think it's definitely better than this on average, at least. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it there for now. Oh, hello. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We have the Gold Coin of Discord. This one gives you 5% more, 5% of the cosmic fragments you have every time you enter a domain. You know, always good. Can't go wrong with it. Oh, actually, yeah, good point, Sky. Yeah, this it does say additional now. It doesn't replace your reward; it gives you an extra one. So yeah, that's another like positive about it. Yeah, this curio though, the gold coin, it really does teach you a lot about the power of interest. This thing can get you quite a good amount of cosmic fragments. I think the obvious downside to picking this up is that, I guess if you can call it a downside, is that if you want to maximize your benefits, you gotta hold on to your cosmic fragments. But if you do, you're usually rewarded pretty handsomely. What was it? With the store cat, obviously this just wins your run instantly. And I like how they kept the theme going of like being 1% more cosmic fragments than the negative curio that makes you lose a percentage of cosmic fragments, so if you get the negative one, this is still like, hey, you still get plus 1% cosmic fragments every time you enter a new domain. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this is good. I wouldn't actually. How much is, I think 3-star Q? How much are 3-star blessings worth? Let me see. Aren't 3-star blessings like 180 cosmic fragments or something? I guess, yeah, it's maybe slightly better than the glue then. Because it will give you, it'll probably give you more than, one 3-star blessing over the course of the run, just in terms of how much value it generates. So the gold coin is still... Actually... Okay, yeah, it is strictly worse than the... Rogue Curio, since this one gives you, like, plus 10%. Actually, Loki, am I underrating? Oh, no, right, the Rogue still restricts you from spending your cosmic fragments so you want the full... Actually, hold on. Excuse me, this might still be... Huh. Yeah, I guess it's... I don't know, there's, like, definitely a good amount of space between here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I need to make more tiers as we go along, but yeah. Okay, next, we are going to probably my favorite curio in the game. The Shining Trapezohedron Die. This thing is just... Oh my gosh, Is it crazy to say it's run-defining? I don't know. Maybe like here. Maybe here? Yeah, somewhere around here, I think. Okay, so what this does is it replaces all curios you currently have, including the die itself, with random curios. Notably, it will only replace your curios with positive, like 1-star, 2-star, 3-star curios. Now, the thing is, there are a lot of curios, like the waxes and the silver coins and whatnot, that only give you rewards upon obtaining them, and there are also ones that give you rewards upon obtaining them but have a downside to compensate for that. Typically, when you get this, it'll let you obtain, like, I don't know, like anywhere between like 10 to 20 new curios. And obviously you get all the obtaining, like the unobtained bonuses from them too. And if you have any synergies with like destroying curios, this is also procs that too. Like when upon initially destroying the curios. I think this is really good. It also like notably replaces all your negative curios. So it's like, it's kind of like a one-time plague nest, but like way stronger of an upside, I feel, because I think curios are generally stronger than blessings. Like, the fact that this can, like, give you, like, 20 plus new curios at once, like, I feel like you can almost never go wrong with this. Obviously, there are, like, curios that you don't want to take this with. And if you have, like, a bunch of really good 3-star curios, then you don't want to take this, but I think overall, like, it is technically situational, but the net applications for this, I feel like, are so good that like it can really save a bad run. Like if you just don't get any good curios, the amount of positive benefit you get from this is just insane. And if you don't want to pick this, that means you're typically already in a spot where you're gonna be winning the run off of what you have anyways. So yeah, I think this is it's kind of the opposite of a win more. It's a save you from losing kind of curio in its applications. Oh, it can't give you the aha mask? I don't know. They might have changed it. I think it used to be able to give you the Aha Mask. I do remember getting trolled by this dice at least once. And funny enough, they actually do offer this curio at like one of the Aha Fool events. But yeah, I say overall this is net positive. Like insanely positive. Just getting that many more curios. Like we have the immediately obtains 2 random destructible curios here. This is like way more than that. I think this is busted, personally. Yeah, kind of a second lease at life. Okay, next. The anti-whale prism increases... Oh, and also the Trailblazer / 4-star characters / standard characters prism. This gives you a free Eidolon on all your characters when you enter combat. We all know this one from the back in the day. Power-wise, it depends on how good you're getting. It is technically situational, but like +1. Okay, we have a couple whales in the chat. Okay, I know it's useless for y'all. Okay, I know some of us have E6 of like limited 5-star units, so it's not going to be very good. But like thinking of the average person here, the +1 Eidolon, I think, at worst, is usually about like a 9 to 10% improvement on your damage scalings or your buffs. Like if you get like an E3 or an E5. But if you're playing like, I don't know, like mono rem, like getting E1 on everything, especially if you're playing them trial, getting E2 on those. Like there's like Firefly and Finon's E2s as well. Eidolons have just gotten so much better over the course of the game. I feel like you're definitely happy to see this one on average. And it can open new synergies. I guess it is technically situational, huh? Yeah, maybe like here. Like you'll know when to take this. Yeah, I guess it is dependent on the character a lot. But generally, you will appreciate a lot having this. Yeah, okay, probably here then, I'd say. Yeah, just because most Eidolons are so much better nowadays. Yeah, okay. Let's keep it here for now. Alright, Silver Coin of Discord. Immediately gain cosmic fragments equal to 40% of the cosmic fragments currently in possession. This one's good. Just more cosmic fragments. They nerfed it. Actually, they nerfed this from 50% to 40%, which should tell you how good it is. Probably here. I mean, it's just... I think it's slightly better than the gold coin curio, maybe? Actually, let's think about this. Yeah, it's more upfront benefit, but the gold coin does technically outweigh it if you can go last long enough, but at the same time, getting it right away means you can also spend it right away. And also you can lose it and re-obtain it again, and yeah. Yeah, the fact that it's a one-time benefit is really nice, since it means you can just discard it once you don't need it, or use it as fodder for a 3-star curio. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty comfortable with putting it here, just based on where the other value-generating curios are. Okay, typical Genius Society gossip next. After attaining this, you get 50% less cosmic fragments, more cosmic fragments, sorry, but blessings will no longer be gained after combat. Is this another situational here? I think it is. Maybe here. Yeah, we all love hearing Herta's gossip. The lipstick mark on this is pretty funny. Makes you feel like you're getting something scandalous. maybe something that you shouldn't be taking a peek at, but hey, look, there's like a little flap open for you. You can take a peek inside of it. But yeah, this is just situational. Once again, Storecat breaks his Curio. Very busted. If you get it late in a run too, when you don't need as many blessings, it's just usually almost pure upside. Yeah. Might not be the best thing to get off of like a random shuffle force, but I mean, even then it's still workable. Like 50% more cosmic fragments mean you can just buy blessings from Screw'em later in Zeron. Especially since you can get like reshuffles pretty easily at the shop, so if you don't see the exact curio you want, you can always just reshuffle in the Screw'em shops for it. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, Fool's Mask. Okay, yeah, this, I don't know about this one, actually. This one swaps all your blessings to random blessings with, enhancement levels retained, with the chance of being replaced by blessings of higher rarity. I am personally too fond of my equation synergy, so I never take this one. The fact that you can technically gain more high rarity blessings is not as good of a benefit as it sounds, due to the fact that equations are generally more important than blessings, so you'd rather most times take a 1-star blessing that finishes your equation over a 3-star blessing that doesn't contribute to your equation at all. Yeah. There's definitely a recovery period, I feel like, between getting this and, like, stabilizing back to your power level previously. Since you always have the option to take this, though, I'd say it's situational. It really depends. Like, obviously, if you have... Okay, another memory cycle upscale, but if you have memory cycle, this is just pure upside. But otherwise, yeah, it's too random for me to like it, but technically it is good. If you can survive long enough without having your equation disabled. But I mean, put it another way, there's a reason that losing random blessings or having like random blessings replaced is like listed as a downside in a lot of events. So yeah, this thing can be very dangerous. It can actually kill a run if you get it and you just roll bad, but I don't know, it feels like they're never forced onto you. Oh, weighted Curios will be a separate tier list. Those will be going over later. Maybe even next stream, based on the pace at which the stream is going. We'll see. Okay, Spirit of the Knights of Beauty. Yeah, this, just to recap, but yeah, this is definitely the worst situational curio. Okay, this one, I mean, you know, equation's always... An equation is an equation. I'd say probably a little bit better than the Fortune Glue. Like, the high of getting a 3-star equation off of this is insane, but even if you get like a 2-star or 1-star equation, you can usually just re-roll it to the one you want. And equations are a lot more expensive than blessings, so just getting a free equation is nice. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. I don't know how... It might have to be here. You're definitely always happy to see this, yeah. Maybe here. Yeah. Because it's always good. It doesn't change in value, like, when you get it, usually. Because you're almost always able to make this equation work for you, whether by re-rolling it or just taking it at face value. Yeah. Pretty nice. Okay, Illusory Automaton. At the start of a character's turn, they restore HP equal to 20% of their max HP. This one... I mean, yeah, it's always good. How good? This one's a bit tricky, to be honest. Because okay. Let's think about this. So if you're running a shielder, this is probably not very good. Like, mainly just Danhung PT. Because you don't want to be losing HP. But then again, I guess it's not uncommon in higher difficulty for Dan shields to break. So even then it's kind of nice. And with Hyacine, actually, this is quite good. Since Hyacine's quote-unquote shields are in the form of max HP. Yeah, if you lose, like, HP per turn, like, if you have effects that give you HP per turn, this obviously cancels them out. I don't know, this is just solid sustain. Especially, so long as you're not getting, like, one shot, and you can, like, take turns reasonably quickly. Like, you're never unhappy to see this, I feel like. Maybe here? I think 20% max HP per turn is really good. Actually, maybe here. Like, because healing doesn't win you, though. It doesn't get you any closer to winning the run a lot of the time, I guess. It just helps you to not lose it. Like, it doesn't give you a power boost. It just gives you, like, a shield against, like, unlucky enemy hits or whatnot. Yeah. It's definitely pretty good. Maybe here? Like, this one gives you, like, 8% max HP per treasure, so I think this one's a little bit better, maybe. And also, like, all the other stuff it does, too, but... yeah. Okay, next up, we have a pinch of bearded gunpowder. Increase the number of weighted curios that can be equipped by 1. This is... I don't know how good this is, actually. The weighted curios now are... okay, if you're elation or skill points or whatever, like, this is really, really good. Obviously, because, you know, elation's a new archetype, it has a bunch of really busted new weighted curios, especially to counteract the fact that you're getting, what is it? You're getting... yeah, it's to compensate the fact that you don't have a third or more elation unit yet. So, like, the new curios are, like, especially busted for that reason. But the other thing is, if you have a level 3 forge, you can already guarantee 2 weighted curios of your choosing, so I'm honestly less happy to see this overall, just because I don't usually need it. Like, 2 weighted curios is often enough. And, oh, also if you encounter the forge escapade, this thing is useless. Like, you're already capped at the 3 weighted curios, so this just does nothing. I think, yeah, it's... yeah, like... okay, level 5 forge doesn't... okay, Flamer, level 5 forge, to my recollection, does not actually unlock the 3rd weighted curio slot. It just gives you more boost. In the forge domain, like, lets you access more options. The real breakpoint is just level 3 forge, which gives you 2 weighted curios to choose from, and then the level 1 forge and level 2 give you 1 weighted curio to choose from. So yeah. Ironically, increasing the consistency of weighted curios has made this one worse. Maybe if it like lets you also reselect your weighted curios, it could be a little bit better, since you won't always have access to a forge domain. But yeah. Oh, level 5 forge lets you choose your boss? Yeah. Yeah, it's not related to the weighted curios. That 3rd slot can only be unlocked through this or the forge escapade. Okay, next we have Man-Made Meteorite. When obtaining this curio, immediately gain 1 to 3 blessings for the path that you currently possess the most blessings for. I mean... yeah. feel like you're always happy to see this. The fact that it guarantees the path you possess the most blessings for is relevant, and I think I actually plan my runs so that my most requested, like my most obtained blessing is always like the blessing of my main path, just so that if I see this, I'm guaranteed something good. Like, it's easy to build around the condition being good for you, and even if it low rolls, which, let's be honest, it usually does, like, one-star blessing for a path you already possess the most blessings for is really nice, because it's a guarantee. Yeah. And being able to guarantee, like, what relic you get, what blessing you get, especially when you start getting closer to, like, the breakpoints for higher, like, 3-star equations, like, you need, like, 6 to 9 blessings of that path, or if you're chasing for the boundary equations, which are 16 blessings, a guarantee is really good. I don't know if there might actually be, like, different probabilities for hitting 1, 2, and 3 blessings, because it does not feel like an even chance for each one. But yeah, even if you just get one-star blessing of the path you want, it's good. It's always good. It's just really good for the guarantee. Definitely not run-defining, but it is very often one of the pieces of the puzzle you'll need. Alright, so next we have Wish Upon a Star. So this will immediately increase the level of a random adventure domain by 2. Bringing this into an adventure domain will cause the domain's time limit to be increased by 50%. You'll also get an additional chest upon entering this domain. This curio is destroyed after the effect triggers twice. So I quite like this one. This one's always nice to see, I think. Generally, like, I think the big thing is, like, a lot of decks don't come with a lot of adventure domains, so this is just +2 levels to the one adventure domain in your deck. So let's see. Compared to... So, the boost from level 1 to level 3 is, you get more cosmic fragments after you complete the challenge. I believe it's like... I believe it's like 150 to 300 or something? And then 1 extra blessing after you complete the challenge. It does also give you an extra chest, which is nice. It's definitely... Yeah, there is not much synergy with adventure domains, I believe. I don't think... Let's see, which masks reward you for entering adventure domains? Let me check. Oh, none of them. Okay, that does affect things a little bit. Yeah, maybe here then. I mean, actually, because the thing is, right, if you're re-rolling, like, you only get 4 redraws upon start, and sometimes you are just gonna get, like, an unlucky reroll. So I think this makes your worst, what should be one of your worst domains, a little bit less bad to play into. Because, like, this is definitely, I think it's better than, like, a wealth domain, for instance, without any innate synergies, like, without the cat mask. Since you do get, like, bonus chests, you get, like, the silver, you get, like, the cosmic fragments, blessings, and curios for completing the adventure. Yeah, so it does make your worst, it's definitely better than something like a level 1 occurrence, for sure. I think it just makes your worst run, your worst domains a little bit better, which can sometimes be pretty nice. Yeah, adventures are definitely not as good as here as they were in the other modes. Like the other rotations of Divergent Universe. Yeah, definitely in minor improvements here somewhere. Because, like, it is definitely useful. I don't think it's useless at all. Like, I do often benefit from this a lot, just because you know, you just get unlucky and, hey, look, there's that upgraded adventure domain and nothing else. I guess I'll take it. Okay. Next we have Rationality's Fall. Upon pickup, you gain 1 blessing of 1-star rarity from 3 different paths. It's 3 blessings. I'm always happy to see it. Definitely on the lower end, just because 1-star blessings are... Actually, no, they're quite good, to be honest. A lot of them can just be generically nice. It's like small attack boost, small defense boost. There's that new 1-star Relation Curio that advances all allies' actions by 30%. There's the Erudition Curio that regenerates 30% energy at the start of battle. You got the revival, the 2 revival ones in Destruction and Erudition. There's also the really good Propagation one if you're playing the Skill Points archetype that gives you a 16% chance or 24% if upgraded to refund a skill point every time you use a skill point. Oh yeah, the Break Blessings are really good too. Just straight up break damage increases. And yeah, like statistically speaking, you're pretty likely to get an equation that, a blessing that fills one of your equations. So this is always good. Yeah. Maybe not as strong as like 1 3-star blessing, but hey, it's just immediately upon pickup, no strings attached. Never unhappy to see this. Alright, next. Punklordian Regards. When entering combat, the character positioned first in the team lineup has their speed increased by 40%, and their character last has their position speed increased by 40%. Alright, see you, Glad. Yeah, so this one, I think the 40%, minus 40% speed can definitely be played around since you can just put them in the last position. The plus 40% speed in the first position is also pretty nice. Like, what was it? If you're playing like Sparkle, for instance, or a DPS that doesn't like really care about their turns, you can just put them in the last position. Or if you're playing like a support that relies on their turns, or a DPS that relies on their turns, this is just like 40% more speed for them. I mean, I don't know if it's... I'm happy to see this per se, because like 40% speed, I don't know how much it does, especially in a game mode where like you can already get so fast, and it's not like Currency Wars where you're always on a 2-cycle timer. But you know, it's always nice. Oh, also like it's good for, I guess, elation teams for increasing Aha's speed. That's one possible potential use for it. It's just good. It's just pretty solid. Alright. Next, we have Punklordian Regards. Actually, no, sorry. How was this one? This one is the Joyous Incense. You gain 2 random equations when obtaining this curio. When you enter combat in a boss domain, increase all allies' max HP by 40% and attack by 40% for every inactive equation. Let me just check the wording on the memory cycle curio. Oh, obtains the effects of all equations that are not being spent. Okay, so this actually... Oh, this does not have good synergy with the memory cycle, if I'm reading that correctly. Yeah. This... Yeah, you have to be very careful about taking this, I think. Like, 2 free equations is 2 free equations, but 40% attack and 40% max HP per every inactive equations, especially when the higher DU enemies are already dealing like 2.5 times more damage or something like that on base, and then also their HP is like within the millions, hundreds of millions to billions. Like 40%, 80% max HP and attack is it just does not feel very good at all. I think it's definitely situational. You want to be able to just fill out the equations as soon as possible. Especially like right before getting to the boss, but if you can get it off, it's good. 2 free equations is 2 free equations. Alright, next we go to the Tawot Cards. So the way you obtain these is you go to Forge Domains, and depending on the level of the Forge, you can either receive 1, or you can either pick 1 or 2 Tawot Cards. And these all have different effects that you can choose from. I believe that you can choose from 1 of 3 each time. So most likely you'll be seeing most of these. There's 12 total to choose from. Alright, so let's just kind of go through all of them really quick. So this one gives you 35% more speed for 5 battles. I mean, Punklordian was here, so I'll just put it here, I guess. Oh, the choosing bosses, that's a Towat Cards. That one's different. Those ones are... Let's see. Those ones are... I believe it's this one. But yeah, I'll go over those when we get to them. This one is 50% more Cosmic Fragments for 3 domains. It technically destroys itself upon entering the 3rd domain, so you only get the effect for the first 2 domains, and the 3rd one kind of just... like, it just destroys itself at the beginning, so I don't know. You also have to, you have to spend 100 Cosmic Fragments to get these, so probably not as good, I think. Since you gotta spend money to make money that's not even guaranteed. Maybe like here-ish. Okay. After winning the next one is... Okay. Next one... Oh, shoot, I skipped this one. So after an allied target's attack restores their HP equal to 20% of their max HP, will be discarded after 5 battles. I mean, this is kind of like the Automaton, except more reactive. I don't know, the fact that it only lasts for 5 battles is kinda... feels kinda bad, though. Okay, I just looked over and I saw a message retracted. I'm not going to ask what that was. Maybe here? Yeah, if you get it late, it's nice. Maybe, like... here? Probably here. Actually, no, it's temporary, so, like, here, I guess. This next one... okay, so this one gives you 60 Cosmic Fragments per domain, and will be discarded after entering 3 domains. It's plus 80 Cosmic Fragments. I mean, that's maybe more if you have Cosmic Fragment boosting stuff, but yeah. Oh well. Very minor. Okay. Let's see. Next one is obtaining after winning a battle. Obtain 1 random blessing. Discard this period after 3 domains. I mean, yeah, it's like usually all right. Say like right here, probably. You don't always get to get the full effect off, so I mean, it has an upside potential to be better than this, but yeah, it does technically only last 2 domains. So yeah, it's like maybe 2 domains, and if you don't enter a battle thing, it's not as good. Maybe here. Yeah, I guess it's not restricted to 1 star, so I guess it's a little bit better in that regard. It does cost 100 Cosmic Fragments, though. Yeah, so somewhere here. I'll put it here for now. This is definitely one of the ones I tend to prioritize. Next we have increases final damage dealt by 50% after completing 5 battles. Discard this curio. I don't know how good this is. When it says final damage, is it like 1.5 times damage? Like I guess to anyone who's picked this, what do you think? Yeah, because if it's a 1.5 times just damage increase on all your damage, that's really strong actually. Especially since you can control when you go to forge domains. Okay, yeah, I might have to look into this a little bit more because that is very strong. I'd say it's like maybe here. I don't know. Where do we think it is, chat? It does only last 5 battles, so there's only like certain times you can take it, but if you take this right before the boss, like multiplying like final damage by 1.5 is just dang. That's really, really good. Okay. I'm not seeing any changes, so I'll just keep it here for now. Okay, next, after completing 1 equation, receive 1 random blessings. This Curio is discarded after this effect is triggered 3 times. It's just 3 free blessings most of the time. Like, it's just this, but better. And you have to pay 100 cosmic fragments, but I mean, I'll gladly take that. I guess it's better than the per battle one since it doesn't change your pathing at all. Yeah, I mean it is 3 random blessings, but like it's like compared to the Rationality's Fall, which just gives you 3 random 1-star blessings, it's just strictly better. Besides the fact you have to spend 100 cosmic fragments for it, which is why it's a little bit higher, but not that much higher. Okay, next. After entering a domain, discard 1 random negative Curios. After discarding a total of 3 negative Curios, discard this Curio. Honestly, this Tawot card devalues Plagueness by quite a lot. This is really, really, really strong, especially since since we're rating this based on high difficulty, you're always guaranteed an absolute failure prescription at the very highest difficulty at the beginning of each of your runs, so this just removes that immediately. But like being able to like take negative Curios without worrying about what they do, like 3 of them for only 100 cosmic fragments on an event you can like semi-consistently guarantee. This is really good. This is like my top priority pick, honestly. Just because it frees up things I can do currently and gives me a lot of security. -1 negative, yeah, -3 negative Curios. I don't know. It just feels so good. Doesn't do anything right away, but it opens up so many paths. All right. Next we have. Oh, did I not import all of them? That's awkward. Oh, no. Okay. No. So the next 3 are wish power related. So upon entering an elite or combat domain, gains 80 wish power. After triggering 2 times, it discards a Curio. I mean, yeah. Generally, wish power is pretty good. Usually this will get you like an extra level or so across the way. This is the same thing, but for Occurrence, Aberration, or Rewards, which makes it a little bit better since you're more likely to get it. This one is upon, I believe, Store, Wealth, or Adventure domains, so kind of here, probably. You're always hitting up stores and wealth domains pretty consistently, so I'd say maybe here. What do we think, chat? Okay, yeah. Yeah, the wish power being like an extra level, like, it's nice that you get closer to miracles, but yeah, there's a lot of inherent variability in miracles. Yeah, they won't always be necessarily like too strong for you all the time. Okay, next we have Tangible Luck. If Cosmic Fragments is less than 250 when entering a domain, gain Cosmic Fragments until you get 250. Here, probably? I don't know, it just feels so hard to proc its effect. Like, you usually want to have some Cosmic Fragments on hand, and 250 doesn't usually let you do too much. I guess technically it is worth a lot, but like the condition of having to lose cosmic fragments, especially when there are lots of things in this game that reward you for having lots of them, or even with like the Rupert Curio that doesn't want you to have like 750. Yeah. I don't know, it rarely feels like this procs, like, this maybe procs once, maybe twice, and it's usually like after a store, so it's probably the worst time to get the extra cosmic fragments. So yeah, probably here. Yeah, I think it's just so easy to hoard cosmic fragments. You're incentivized a lot for bringing them, so yeah, I don't know. It's good, but eh. Okay, next one. Unknown lost property. When entering a domain, there's a chance to gain 1 random escapade type domains and discard this curio. Okay, it's good. This is really good. The escapades are so good in this game mode. But how good? Like, I feel like at any point in the run, this helps a lot. How much though? That's the real question. What was it? Because the Forge ones, you know, they let you have free reign over your domains and give you 3 weighted curios. There's the Curio domain, which lets you synthesize a new 3-star curio out of 2 and gives you 2 more curios. And there's a blessing one, which just gives you a bunch, which just gives you like 2 3-star blessings, I believe. Yeah, I'm definitely always happy to see this. This is the only like thing that brings it down a little bit is that you still do have to choose a domain over it. But I mean, this is just good. This is really good. Borderline, maybe run winning. Maybe here. Yeah, probably here. Somewhere like probably like top of happy to see. Oh yeah, there's a chest one too that gives you a bunch of cosmic fragments and blessings and like a couple curios. That one's nice too. Okay, next we have Kill That Butterfly. After opening a total of 8 chests, obtain 1 random escapade type domain, then discard this curio. This, I mean, it's just unknown lost property, but harder to proc. How much lower does that make it? So that's the question. Because 8 chests it's a long time to wait. I don't know. I feel like sometimes you don't get this off though, right? Has there ever been like a run where y'all have picked a curio off and like never gotten it? Let me think. So 8 chests, like you're guaranteed like 3 per adventure if you successfully complete it. 1 to 2 per conversion. There's like none for combats, none for events usually. I guess technically the Chaos Medicine boxes count as well. Wealth domains give you 1. Yeah, I'll say maybe here. Just depending on if you're able to proc it or not. True, yeah, just get an escapade chest and activate it for another escapade. Hey, that's a good idea. It does incentivize you taking adventure domains, but for more chests. But yeah, I don't know. This just feels hard to proc. Luckily, it is 2-star, so you can get it early. But yeah, it's either just as good as this or just completely useless. So I still put it here actually. It can go higher if you're able to like. Obviously, max potential is right next to here, but yeah. Need some work to proc. Okay. Next up, we have the rotting fruit. Okay, so we have the rotting fruit of the alien tree. This one will make you characters immune to CCs, but in exchange you lose 20% max HP. It says every time they resist a debuff period. Does that mean like if you F-res like dots or something, you also lose 20% max HP? I don't know. I mean, being immune to CC sure is nice. Like, it's pretty good versus the Ebb and Deer fight. And the... which comes up a lot. It's good versus, like, the enemies that, like, can stun you. I guess the final bosses don't really... Huh. Yeah, because you do have to... Before you pick this up, you also have to pick up the 1-star Curio that gives you 30% F-res, but makes you lose 20% max HP. Yeah... It doesn't really... It doesn't do much. Like, I think it's only useful for a couple key fights in the game. Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, sustains remove debuffs anyway, so it's borderline, yeah. It might just be borderline useless, now that I think about it. Like, Danhung's dragon removes it, and you can't, like, CC the dragon. Hyacinth removes it every time she acts, and she herself is usually CC immune. I actually have had the trial Hyacinth get CC before, so that's kind of funny, but... Yeah, if you're running any one of the two best sustains in this game mode, which you should be, since otherwise it means you're probably gonna die, this does not do anything. Could even be bad because of the max HP loss. Okay, pretty happy with borderline useless. Okay, Contemplation Disc. This one is a choose-your-own-Curio. You customize it in an Occurrence event. Oh yeah, I guess it's useful versus Kafka, but yeah, I've never seen Kafka either. I think she might have been rotated out, to be honest. She's not one of the final bosses. There's actually only 4 final bosses, which are Sam, Dark Sam, the one with the swarm bugs. There's Hule, there is Nikador, and there is... the Ecor Memos, right. Those are the only 4 bosses you'll ever see as the final boss in this new DU rotation. And that's going off of my personal experience as well as the Tawot Cards, yeah. So yeah, against all 4 of those, it's... This Curio is not... It's borderline useless, because... You know, Hule, you remove the 1 CC he has in the game by attacking. Which everyone in the game can do. Like, even Sparkle could probably just pick, because you get so much action advance. Okay, the DU... Okay, so this disc will increase 1 random domain by 2. You can either choose Occurrence, Combat, Elite, or Wealth. This... I actually like this quite a lot. Cause for like, what? For combat, this is, this will increase the number of normal enemies you fight by 1, which means 1 more blessing reward. For elites, this can grant you additional curios or cosmic fragments. And it'll often give you like an extra elite. I mean, you're usually not challenging elites in high difficulty unless you have like the chariot mask that one-shots them, or the... what's it? Or the gladiator mask where you want to take combats and elites anyways, but there's that. The Occurrence gives you 1 more Occurrence for every 2 levels, which is, I find, to be pretty good. The Wealth one gives you more cosmic fragments and increases amusement facilities by like 1 usually. Actually wait, is Wealth one of the options? Occurrence, Combat, Elite, and Wealth. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think it's good. I think it's pretty good. I would probably put this... I don't know, I'm usually pretty happy to see this, I'd say. I'd say like right here. Yeah. Just +2 levels is pretty strong, especially since, you know, you can pretty consistently choose the buffed domain. And it also makes the amount of like quote-unquote weak domains you have less too, so I find it actually improves your consistency a lot across a lot of runs. I'd say it's maybe Is it worth 3 blessings, actually? Probably, to be honest. Yeah, especially since you can build this towards your specific build. Like, the camera one rewards occurrences. The gladiator and the chariot ones reward combats and elites. Yeah, I think this is pretty solid, actually. I'm usually happy to see this. Okay, next. Automaton of TRUTH. When losing a curio, obtain 75 cosmic fragments. I mean, it's not actually that hard to get the effect off. It happens a lot cross run, so this is usually like, I don't know, maybe 75 to 150 cosmic fragments. Yeah, it's funny with the dice for sure. This has some high highs and underwhelming lows. I believe this rocks with the dice? I don't remember, actually. It might not. My memory's kind of fuzzy on this. But if it works with the dice, then yeah, you would lose, like, for all the curios, you'd probably gain like 750 cosmic fragments or something. If it works with dice the way I think it does, it's pretty absurd. Oh, it works with dice? Oh shoot. Okay, that bumps it up quite a bit then. I don't know, I'm usually personally happy to see this. It's like always consistently cosmic fragments. It's at least 75 with like more of an upside. Obviously you're never really buying this for the 180 price in the Herta store, but I don't know, picking it up never really feels... It's never really felt bad to pick up in my experience. Okay, so next we have the Stone Mirror of Revelation. This is... What does this do? It's from the Mirror Escaper event. Okay, this is another, like, craft your own kind of curio. So this one will either give you a 30 to 50% chance to obtain a random curio or blessing upon entering a combat or occurrence, or an encounter or reward. And you can either have it make a 50% chance to give you any curio, including negative ones, or a 30% chance to only give you positive curios. Personally, I only take the 30% curio chance, since, you know, negative curios can be pretty bad, obviously. And technically speaking, if you can obtain negative curios, that does also lower the chance you get positive curios too. But yeah, it feels pretty nice. If you get off a curio, it's nice. Say probably here? Because you're not always guaranteed the curio. Yeah, maybe here? Yeah, it's not quite a guaranteed benefit, which makes me hesitant on putting this higher, but if you get it off like even once, it's really nice. Okay, next, Fruit of Whispered Wisdom. This one will give you 1 random blessing, and every time you lose it, you reobtain it and gain 1 more blessing. So you regain 1, you get 2, you lose it again, you regain 3, you lose it again, you regain 4. And then I think after that, every time you just regain it, you just regain 4. Yeah, generally this is like, at worst it's 1 blessing, at best it's like, usually 3 blessings. So probably here. Here maybe? Yeah, probably here. You don't have to spend anything to get it, which is kind of the big thing that puts it up. How often are you able to proc the loss effect? I'd say it's semi-consistent. It has the potential to be a little bit higher, but at base, it's just like, it's always nice to have. Okay. Yeah, probably here, I'd say. Okay, then let's go to the next one, Deep Sleep. So this one increases the level of one random adventure domain by 1. You gain 50 cosmic fragments upon entering an adventure domain, and the reward rank upon completing domain increases by 1. I believe this just means that it treats like a level 2 domain as a level 3 domain in terms of rewards. Like, I think it's upon completing it though, so you probably don't get the effect right away. I don't know, this just reads like a worse version of the Time Upon a Star. Is that what it's called? This adventure tier right here, the Wish Upon a Star. Yeah, it's close to borderline useless, but I mean, again, it does still improve your low rolls, so I guess it's okay. Yeah. Alright, next we have the Goodluck Cookie. This will increase the level of one store domain by 2, and after you spend a total of 800 cosmic fragments in a store, immediately returns 400, and which can only trigger once per store domain. As with all the other cosmic fragment ones, if you get the cat one, one's broken. Most notably though, cosmic fragments in general are a lot easier to stockpile. I generally find myself having like 800 to 1,000 pretty consistently, especially if I get this and I want to start saving. Like, it's usually pretty easy to proc, and also the +2 to stores is quite notable as well. Since only level 2 stores get equations, and level 3 unlocks 1 refresh for equations and blessing stores, as well as reduces all prices by 10%. So yeah, this is quite good. Like, even just disregarding the refund, like, the +2 levels to store is actually quite strong. Definitely stronger than the random one, I think. 4 to 5, I believe, it does not give you one for free. It just reduces the prices by 10%, and then the equation and blessing stores gain 2 refreshes from what I'm reading off the wiki, and then level 4 just makes more items available in each store. I think you might be mixing that up with the Gladiator one, since the Gladiator incentivizes you to go to stores. That's just my personal guess, though. Okay. But yeah, probably... Yeah, you do have to work for the 400 cosmic fragments, but generally pretty happy to see this. Probably here? Probably better than one random equation. Okay, this one. Okay. This is... How do we feel about this, chat? This is the one that lets you immediately obtain 500 cosmic fragments, but gets destroyed after 5 domains naturally, and if you have less than 500 when you enter a domain, you lose 5 random blessings and then destroy this curio. So, it's just a test of patience. If you can wait 5 domains, then this is just free 500 cosmic fragments, but if you've not, or if you forget about it, then yeah, this just sucks. Yeah, this almost always requires a discard, and with the amount of things that have been going on, I'm not gonna lie, I've forgotten about this like twice in all my runs. Yeah, if you have Cat Mask, you're fine, but compared to like everything, all the other Cosmic Fragment Curios with Cat Mask, it's like, I guess it's not as good. Yeah, it does feel kind of situational. The biggest thing is, like, the upside is really good, but oh man. The biggest challenge with this Curio, I think, is remembering that you actually have it. Because if you forget about it, this sucks. Losing 5 blessings is borderline like run killing. This will like definitely deactivate at least one of your equations. So yeah, very heavy asterisk. Probably worse than this one, low-key. The one that, like, sure, 40% attack and max HP per boss for unactivated equation is kind of sucky, but I don't know. Yeah, this one just feels so much worse to keep track of. Yeah, if you're good with this, goes up. If not, stays where it is. Okay. Next, we have the Steeltorso massage device. Replaces all combats with elite domains. When entering combat or elite domains, there's a 10% chance to receive 1 absolute failure prescription. This one? Okay. This one I don't know how to feel about. This one might actually be bad in certain scenarios. Like, with the... Okay. Actually... Man. This one's weird, because it's like, it makes you want to take more combat/elite domains, but also if you take more combat elite domains, you also get more chances to receive absolute failure prescriptions, which could just ruin your run. And with the Gladiator mask, you're kind of always guaranteed an elite domain for free. And like, replacing a level 5 combat domain is usually pretty doable since it just increases the number of enemies, but level 5 elites are a different story, especially at higher difficulties. This might just turn your combat domains, like, unplayable. Definitely feels situational. I just don't know if it's, like, useless or bad. The potential downside is pretty scary. I guess 10% is not that much, so probably like here, I'd say. Because it comes with more challenge. You gotta work harder to get the rewards. So I'm not the biggest fan of this, to be honest. Even in Gladiator or Chariot Mask runs, it's not that great, usually. Yeah, do you feel good about where this is right now? Yeah, how do we feel about where this is right now? Like the... Okay. Fair? Probably. Yeah, probably fair. Okay. Alright. I guess if there's no objections, let's move on. Next, we have the Wishing Scales. This curio is destroyed after entering 7 domains. So this one you actually pick based on an occurrence. So you can either... it gives you like 3 dialogue options. So first is like, I want to become the richest in Amphorius, in which case it will give you this always gives you 1 equation of 3-star rarity and 3 blessings required to complete equations, if you can get it off. So the upside is very high, but the conditions are kind of difficult. First of all, you gotta wait 7 domains. Second, you have to either fulfill the 1500 or more Cosmic Fragment condition, the 2 equation of 3-star rarity or more condition, or the 2 Curio of 3-star rarity condition. Out of all of these, I feel like depending on the build, either the Cosmic Fragments or the equations are the easiest to fulfill. Like, obviously if you get this off, like, 3-star rarity equations and 3 blessings required to complete equations are both very powerful. It's just, you don't always get the effect off. probably top of situational, I'd say. Because you aren't getting this that often in the first place, and 7 domains is a long time to wait. Especially, yeah, when you, like, what is it? You have, like, 20 domains per high difficulty run, and even less on weeklies, for those that care about that. I think it's, like, 13 or something for weeklies. It's a lot shorter, for sure. But yeah, sometimes you just don't get this off, like, because of the 7 domain condition. But if you get it off, it's good. It's just straight good. So yeah, probably situational. Next, Door's Other Side. Immediately increases the level of all occurrence domains by 1, and decreases all reward domain levels to 1. Honestly, it depends. Because the one, the camera mask, which makes you want to take a lot of occurrences, also rewards you for taking the reward domains. So this is usually like net neutral there, but if you're not taking rewards, like with the combat-focused domains, then it can be kind of good. This is also obviously really good if you get it early in the run, since the downside is pretty negligible. +1 occurrence, +1 level means a chance for +1 occurrence, or if you're at level 2, it just guarantees the occurrence is always gotten instead of being like 50% chance to get the extra occurrence, so definitely situational. Maybe like here. Kind of similar to Memory Cycle in that if you get it early, it's nice, but it's a lot less run defining, I'd say. But also has like a lot less of a downside. Yeah, it's definitely pretty specific. Okay, next we get to the funny Benediction Shards. This only occurs at the Cyrene event. They are trying to... They're basically trying to make Ranmei 2.0, I think, with this one. I've gotten this event once. It is pretty much the Ranmei equivalent, I'd say. So what this event does is it gives you, yeah, they're still in DU. I don't know if the effect... Oh yeah, the effects are still the same, I believe. But yeah, for context around the event in which you get this, it's an occurrence, and you have 3 choices. You either get, oh shoot, okay, wait, yeah, it either gives you 2 Benediction Shards and 5 random blessings of the corresponding paths respectively, and it's a choice of 1 of 3, so you're usually able to get the specific Benediction Shard you want, or you can get 2 Grand Miracles. However, if you have obtained Cyrene, you don't need to choose! You just get them all! You get 2 Grand Miracles, 2 Benediction Shards, and 5 random blessings of those corresponding paths of which you pick them. Which often just wins you the run. This is just Ranmei. this is just another Ranmei event. Okay, but to go over the individual ones, the Strife one will give you 2.5%. Okay, I guess all of these Benediction Shards increase their potency based on how many stars in the ratings you have among currently possessed blessings and equations. So, for instance, let's take the Strife chart, for example. This one, for every star you have, will give you 2.5% more damage to elite enemies. So, that means for like a 3-star blessing, that's another 7.5% damage. The Benediction Shard Sky will give you 2.5% more damage per star after changing HP, so that's the mono rem / HP drain Benediction Shard. The Death one increases dot by 1.5% per 1 star. The Trickery one is plus 2.5% more follow-up and additional damage. the reason one is the its ultimate damage. It increases by 2.5% per star, and then the time. Time is just generic 1.5% damage increase plus another 1% per Memo Sprite. Oh, for the Memo Sprites, yeah. So Memo Sprites get 2.5% more. For Passage, this is 1.5% more break damage. And the Romance one is basic attack and skill damage plus 2.5%. Which I guess technically is for like Sparksy, but like, you know, elation damage doesn't work off damage percent, so better with like Archer or Dill or QQ or one of the other, or like, yeah, just Saherda, Aglaya, anyone that uses basic attack and skills. Yeah. This can get pretty powerful for sure, and the fact that you get it like choice of 2 of these between like a 1 of 3 chance is pretty good. How happy are we to see this? Is a question. Probably here, I'd say. Yeah, probably here. Just move everything up. Oh, Sky, is there any reason that, like, you're not as happy to see it with DOT? Yeah, that should be all of them. I'm gonna put the Elite one a little bit lower, since typically you don't want, like, Elite-specific Benediction Shard doesn't seem quite as good. And then I think for the break one, break damage is incredibly rare, so I think this one goes a little bit higher for sure. Maybe like there. Yeah, but in total, like getting 2 of these of your choice plus everything else just makes the Cyrene Occurrence run defining. And if you have her, well, like, yeah, just wins the run. But as in the context of like being individual curios, I'd say they're about here. Okay, back to Written in Water. Hold on real quick. DOT is more specific compared to the rest of them since it's dot damage, unlike something that all characters have access to themselves. Yeah, I guess. I guess it's technically more situational, but like, I guess by the nature of the way this works, if you don't want it, you just don't have to take it. I don't know, I guess it feels wrong to put this in situational, just because it's like, you have a choice between so many different archetypes. Oh, the book. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, OGs remember when this used to be a 1-star curio. It's now 2 stars, which, honestly, okay, this one what? Okay, upon entering a domain, all allies recover HP, energy, and technique points, and reset any down characters. The last effect is kind of irrelevant, but recovering all HP, I guess it's less relevant, since there's a lot of ways to just heal yourself back up. Hyacine technique. But the refund on technique points can be really nice for a lot of characters. And full energy is really, really, really good. Especially since all the enemies start hitting you from turn 1, and so having your Sustains ultimate immediately available, as well as your support and DPS ultimates to start getting going right away is... it's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is really, 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 really good. I'm just imagining how busted this would be if this was a 1-star now. Oh yeah, works really well with Brain Innovat too. Like, this is also technically, I guess, if it matters at all, something you'd be happy to see while farming, but it's just good in general. Like, not having to worry about technique points either, such a nice quality of life. And yeah, it's always good as insurance against lottery curios too, that's true. Okay, how good is this though? That's the question. How much? I'd say probably here. Probably here. Yeah. Definitely still really strong, even after the rarity nerf. Yeah. I still can't believe this used to be a 1-star Curio at some point. Okay, Telepathic Fork is up next. Oh yeah, this is one of the ones that wasn't originally there before. This one's new. When losing a blessing, gains 50 cosmic fragments. I don't think you really ever want to lose blessings, like, ever. And the compensation, quote-unquote, of 50 cosmic fragments does not feel good enough to justify taking those kind of events just to proc this. It works with Mask. Typically, like, yeah, losing blessings doesn't happen that often either. It's usually some sort of, like, really harsh demerit. Maybe, like, one of the Chaos Medicine boxes does it? Sure. I mean, the situation in which it comes up is just so rare, though. Like, it's just with the mask while specifically at a store domain. And even then, it's probably, like... Actually, no, this is a good amount of cosmic fragments. I don't know, I just don't see it proccing that often. I feel like it's kind of just useless. Okay, next, moving on. We have the Minotaur Hunt. This one, if you reach 1,000 or more cosmic fragments, it gives you a level 5 store domain with a unidirectional path beacon, which basically just means it's a one-time use level 5 store domain. It's good. This is really good. You can actually... I think this is actually one of the metrics for how easy it is to gain cosmic fragments in this game mode, because I very often proc this whenever I obtain it in a run. Like, it always just pops up, and I almost always, like, head to the store to cash out on it. It's quite good. Gives you what you need, when you need it. You can't go wrong with it. Yeah. Free store also disappears from your deck, so if you don't want it to bloat your deck, then that's an easy fix as well. Yeah, having it be one time is honestly kind of an upside, since you don't really want to visit store domains multiple times a lot of the times anyways. Especially given how expensive, like, the equation source can get, you're probably spending all your cosmic fragments. Yeah. Okay, next we have Supreme Glue. Okay, so when obtaining a blessing, there's a 10% chance to obtain additional blessings of 1 to 2 star rarity, and you can get up to 5 blessings in this way. Low chance, but you have a lot of time. You have a lot of opportunities to proc it, so I mean, probably just lump it in with all the other blessing generators. Maybe like here for the consistency. Actually, it's probably like generating you a lot of... Yeah, it does work with, mass energy as well. Pretty much guaranteed the 5 blessings off the bat. Yeah, I mean, it's just good. Can't really say anything else about it. It's good if it goes off, which it usually does. High ceiling, even the floor is not too bad, just random blessings good. Yeah, and like once you're done with it, you can just discard it. Although I don't know if there's any way to actually track how many times you've obtained the blessings. I don't know if it tells you per se in like the UI or whatever, so you're just gonna have to remember that. Anyways, next, we have the A-Ruan Pouch. This one, it gives you 3 random blessings, but then after you win a battle, the selectable number of blessings becomes 1, and it'll be destroyed after 2 battles. probably here. Like, I guess the fact that you can't really choose your blessings is kind of bad, but you can just reroll. And 3 blessings is 3 blessings. You can also just get rid of it early since the benefit is front-loaded. It's also Destructible Curio, which means you're more likely to get it, which means more Curios. Yeah. I guess it's technically... It is technically worse than... Actually, no. It's technically, like... it's kind of a side grade to the Rationality fall, since if that one gives you 3 1-star blessings with no downsides from different paths, but I guess the A-Ruan Pouch can give you like blessings from the same path, and it's not restricted by rarity, so yeah. Destructible Synergy is good too. Okay, next. King of Sponges. The Golden Cheese. So this is obtained after you proc the regular cheese, I think 4 times or so, which makes it so that every time you enter a domain, all allies will lose 80% of their current HP while their max HP increases by 10%. This Curio will be destroyed after its effect has been triggered 4 times, and the max HP bonus will remain in effect even after the Curio is destroyed. 40% max HP is nice, especially if you can get it over the course of the 4 domains. The 80% HP demerit is kinda risky, but I mean, if you're running Hyacine, then it's a non-factor. Generally feels pretty good. Like, 40% max HP is never a bad thing. Like, it just makes you tankier. I guess because of the demerit, though, I'm probably gonna put it a little bit lower compared to the other sustains, the sustaining Curios. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Just be careful about having some sort of contingency plan to not immediately get one-shot by the elites on turn 1 after using this. You know, it's just like any other lottery curio. You just plan around it, and it's usually fine. Okay, Indecipherable Box. This is the upgrade to the Indecipherable Casket, I think, which just gives you like a random blessing, 1 to 2 random blessings. And if you win, I think it's if you expand 2 equations, it upgrades, and afterwards it gives you at least 1 blessing obtained after winning a battle will be of a path required for equations. Yeah. This is really strong. I am always happy to get this. This is just... Low-key, this might be run-defining. Like, the fact that you can... Yeah, blessing guarantees are just so strong. Yeah, you can just usually... Okay, the way I see it is... Also, hello, Bill J. Good to see you here. The way I see it is... You can usually upgrade like your lower rarity equations pretty easily, and then this one will guarantee you access to the higher rarity equations. And not only that, but it also keeps giving you like blessings that are relevant to the path that you want to take. I think it's pretty strong, personally. I just don't know how strong. Yeah, I guess you could get the blessings randomly, but also, like, it does also make it easier to potentially obtain the boundary equations as well, which requires 16. Like, it's a big consistency boost in that factor as well. And like, if you are at the point where you obtain a boundary equation, you usually just win the run, I feel like. I don't know, I'm always happy to see this. I think the fact that it also comes off of a 1-star curio means you see it quite often, compared to everything else so far on the list. It does help for boundary equations, I think, especially since it means you get like more blessings to start off with early. I think it does help. Because like, even I think even after you expand all of the equations, what I believe happens is these types of effects will still guarantee at least you see at least one blessing where, like, out of the pool of your already expanded equation. So it does still increase the likelihood that you're able to see the blessing that you need. Yeah, I guess the context in which you can obtain it makes also vary. Like, if you get this late, obviously this isn't gonna do much, so it's a little bit more situationally good in that aspect, but like, compared to something like the Meteorite, which guarantees 1 to 3 blessings, it's definitely like a good chunk better. But yeah, I guess it could also replace your blessing with blessing needed for other equations too, but typically it doesn't, I don't think. Or like, it kind of balances out, I feel like. I don't know, I feel like it's good. Maybe it's not quite as run-defining, but like, I think it's still like a hefty chunk better than a lot of the other Curios. I think, yeah, and again, like the low rarity makes it pretty nice to obtain early on. I'll probably put it here. Okay. Alright, next we have Faith Bond. This one will reduce cosmic fragments for blessing overwriting, equation overwriting, and reviving down characters by 30%. This can be good, especially for chasing boundary equations, since the rerolls can get pretty expensive pretty quickly if you're really that desperate. This is... I don't know. It's 30%, so like maybe here? Yeah, it's good if you're chasing boundary equations. Okay, in terms of like how much cosmic fragments it nets you though, probably like a couple hundred, maybe? Yeah, like you don't always have to use this as well, so like maybe here, probably a little bit less value than getting a 3-star blessing. Occurrence one, okay, is it better than +2 levels on a domain of type of your choice? Yeah, maybe the top of minor improvement actually. If we're putting like 80 cosmic fragments 80 cosmic fragments unconditionally here, then maybe the top of minor improvement. Yeah. Okay. Voidwick Trimmer. Okay, this one will, after you obtain it, it will randomly repair up to 2 destroyed Curios of 1 to 3-star rarity, notably, so it does not hit negative Curios, and restores the remaining uses to default. This also does not appear unless you actually have 1 to 2 destroyed Curios, so like this will always be useful at the very least. Like, it'll have a use when you see it. Like, it'll never do exactly nothing. Like, yeah, there's a lot of destructible Curios in this game, which makes this, yeah, it can make it good or bad. Like, it's always at least an upside. Maybe here. Yeah, because there also is the event that just repairs all. There's also the Lotto event that just straight up repairs all of your damaged Curios, which can make this redundant. And there's also the Curio that just shields your Curio from destruction 1 to 2 times, so there's that as well. Yeah, and it can also repair the Rupert Curios, which honestly most of the time are better off destroyed. Like, you don't want them activated because they are a liability most of the time. Yeah, if it hits a Rupert Curio or like a Laurel Crown, then you're not really that happy. It's kind of a gamble. But yeah, definitely high highs. Very high highs. This is broken with the cat build, and like, it's not that great with everyone else, since like, the only time you're really happy to see this is at a store, and then you gotta pay the 180 fragments up front to buy it. Yeah, this is... Yeah, it's like textbook situational where it's like broken for one mask and then just like useless for everyone. No, like it might just kill your runs. Personally, I have never picked this. Funny story, the one time I actually did have like a cat mask and I wanted to pick this, I did not account for the fact that I did not have enough cosmic fragments to buy the jellyfish. So I sat there with like 170 cosmic fragments, just wondering, man, I really just bought all these useless blessings for nothing and just reset the run. So yeah. Textbook situational. OP with one mask, bad with all the others usually. Like, borderline untakeable. If you get this randomly off a Dice Curio, you're very sad. You're usually very sad. You just want to pivot to a shop right away to recoup your losses, but yeah. Okay, next we have Ancient Communications. Attach a Curio Trotter or Blessing Trotter beacon to one designated combat domains. I mean, if you get the Curio Trotter, you're happy. If you get the Blessing Trotter, you're, like, kind of about it. It's still not bad, but, like, it's the same thing as, like, upgrading the combat domain by, like, 2 levels. I mean, it's 50-50 for a Curio, so, like, at the very least, it's good. It also does force you to take a combat to get it, so... yeah. Yeah, but I think the Ancient Communications is just a minor improvement. Okay. Next is Ashes to Ashes, Dust to Dust. 5 additional usable heat in the Workbench of Creation. This one... I mean, I always like it. I don't think there are that many upgrades that are defining, though. Like, are there any... I mean, it's good. It's an improvement for sure. Are there any defining upgrades, though? Like, this just feels like generically good upgrade. Oh, I guess there's... what was it? There's the Brain in a Vat one that gives you 100% Brain in a Vat starting, which is really good. Hunt Blessings. Which hunt Blessings? I usually only... I guess, since I tend to main Firefly, I only take the Hunt Blessings for the base. They get an extra 100% action advance per every kill / break. Let me check what these blessings do again. What do they do? The hunt ones, I know one of them probably gives you like 80% more damage or something. Okay, so the so the reverse, the action advance one gives you 12% more speed and 8 more stacks of reverse critical boost upon defeat. Sorry, 4 more stacks from 4 to 8. And then the reverse critical boost damage dealt one is just a straight 1.5 times damage increase. And then the weakness break upon advance is just a 50% damage boost. Propagation wise, let's see. Yeah, okay, I honestly haven't had much experience with Hunt Blessing, so I'm glad y'all are here to speak about that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, reverse critical boost. Oh, okay. They take... Okay, it's additional wind damage equal to 40% of the attacker's attack after being hit. Yeah, that does seem pretty strong. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, upgrades are always nice, then. Oh yeah, there's also the 3-star destruction one that, distributes damage evenly among allies. That's almost always a must-take, in my opinion. And then the upgrade makes it so damage taken is decreased by 15%, which is just nice. Yeah. You can do quite a bit with +5 heat, to be honest. There's usually always something you can upgrade that'll feel worth it. Now I think about it, yeah, it might be like... It's not better than the Benediction Shards, I feel like. Maybe like here? Yeah, probably here. Because, it's... Yeah, I think it's easy. It's harder to get upgrades than blessings. And some of the upgrades, yeah, can be pretty good, as we've just went over. Okay, Doomsday Compound Eye. Where are you? There you go, early access version. So this one it gives you 3 blessings from the path with the most blessings in possession. So it's basically the best case scenario of the man-made curio, but it also makes it so that the cosmic fragments required to override blessings and equations is increased by 10 times. I don't really like this downside as much. I actually don't think this is that good for boundary equations, because unless you can remove it, because oftentimes when chasing the boundary equations, you will be doing a lot of re-rolling, so it can be kind of detrimental in that aspect. You usually want to remove this, I feel like. And re-rolling equations, I feel like, also happens pretty often, since you're not always guaranteed the 3-star equations you want. And, like, re-rolling for, like, what, like 650, like 40, 50 cosmic fragments isn't so bad, but, like, when that re-roll starts at 400 to 500, it's kind of fun. That being said, at least the first blessing reset is always, like, 0 cosmic fragments, sometimes the first 2 blessing resets, so 1000% of 0 is still 0, so you still do get the free blessing reset, so it's not as bad. But yeah, it's definitely situational. Like, 3 blessings is good, but you definitely want this removed ASAP. Actually, I guess it's good. It's good, like, early power spike as well, if you really need the equations. Yeah, this might actually be good. I might be thinking about its downside a little bit too much. Maybe, like... Okay, so if the man-made curio is up here, maybe, like... Yeah, because three blessings from the path you want is hard. Like, it is quite difficult, all things considered. So being able to guarantee 3 is very nice. It does have more positives than negatives, but I don't know. Maybe top of situational? Yeah, maybe... Yeah, probably just here. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, okay, it's hard to say, because, like, technically the situational tier is, like, it's not strictly lower than the happy to see tier. Like, it's like, if you can get some of these off, sometimes the effects will be more powerful than what's up here, but... Yeah. I guess it is kind of the opposite spectrum of Jellyfish. You gain blessings but lose cosmic fragments, but kind of delayed, so it's much better. Okay. Alright, next, High-Calorie Diet. When you enter a combat, receive a random boundary equations effect. After achieving victory once in battle, this curio is destroyed. This does not override any activated boundary equation effects. So, if you get this basically just guarantees a win in one fight. But only in one fight. I guess you can technically save it. You can try saving it for, like, the critical fights, like conversions and boss domains, but It's kind of hard to do that when occurrences and events and rewards will usually have combats mixed in sometimes. Yeah, if you get it late game, obviously you're very, very happy about it. And if you repair it, it's a very high value repair target for sure. And obviously if you're going store cat, this is just this is broken since you're never chasing combats anyways. Okay, actually I've been calling it a lot of things. I need to look up the actual name real quick. It is the Fortune Cat. Just like in the new Wispe event. Yeah, it's hard to take to the final boss. For sure. You're definitely happy to see this. I just don't know how happy you are. Because sometimes it just duds on a combat that you don't need it for. Yeah, the benefit's just not guaranteed. Maybe here? Probably here. Yeah, it's good with Unmanned Comms, but then there's also like a million other things that can also trigger Unmanned Comms, and I feel like Unmanned Comms is kind of hard to get like that 2 Curio combo. If you get it, it's good though. Yeah, I agree. Okay, yeah, I don't see any objections, so let's move on then. Okay, Peace Box. After expanding one equation to 2-star or rarer, obtains 1 random blessing. This effect can be triggered up to 4 times. I mean, goes along with all the other blessing stuff, right? You're probably getting like what, 2? Actually, wait, this is just worse than the Towat card. Usually, so it's restricted to 2-star or rarer. Like, sure, you can trigger it 1 more time, but yeah, most of the time, this is just a worse Towat card. Like, wait, what did it used to do? I forgot. Its effect seems to have gotten changed. Oh, it had no limit. I mean, it's like only for 2-star rare equations, though. Was it like just for any equation? I forget. Because if it's like just 2-star or rarer, I feel like it's still kind of hard to obtain anyways, no? Like, you're not hitting the 4 limit regularly? Oh, with the fish! Oh my gosh! Oh, it works that way. Oh gosh! Okay, yeah, that's okay, yeah, maybe I don't understand how bad the nerf was then. Yeah, I mean, it's still not bad. I'd still put it like right here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, wait, calling it the worst nerf a Curio has ever gotten, man. I feel like that seems kind of harsh, no? I feel like I don't expand, like, that many equations of 2-star rarity or more. I mean, it does ruin the broken combo, but, like, jeez. Okay. Anyways, let's move on to the Towat Cards. So these are the other counterpart to when you enter the Forge domain. These will cost 50 fragments and increase your final damage. No, not your final damage, just damage dealt by all allies goes up by 50%. So just like 50% flat damage bonus, which is nice. And it lets you choose the 3rd boss. It gives you a choice of... It's a 1 of 3 choice out of the 4 bosses in the Act 3 pool. So you're pretty much guaranteed to see the boss you want. So the bosses that you can choose between are Nikador, Ikor Memo Sprite, Dark Sam, and Hule. So, yeah. Generally, I think this is quite good, being able to choose your final boss. I think the main thing is just avoiding not getting like Nikador sometimes, because he's like the main one with an attack that will one-shot you, and if you don't have shielders, if you're not running a shielder strat, then you can dodge E-Core Memo Sprite as well. And if you have like a what was it, a hybrid kit, like a team with like that relies on multiple DPS like Mono Rem or something, you can dodge the Dark like Swarm Nightmare as well. Yeah, like most of the time, like I'd say if you want to be safe, you just always pick Hule. Like he's honestly just a big pushover compared to all the other bosses we've gotten. But yeah, this is I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is just a minor improvement since you can usually plan around the final bosses. Dan Hung PT is free, so like E-Core Memo Sprite doesn't even screw you that bad. Yeah, it's good. And you know, 50% damage for 50 cosmic fragments. Can't really go wrong with it. Alright, next we have the triangular drumroll device. So when you obtain this curio, you overwrite up to 2 random equations, then obtain 3 blessings required to complete equations. I think this one's bad. This one... yeah. This one's... okay. I really don't know how to feel about overwriting the equations. Like, 3 blessings is required to complete equation. I mean, it is as good as the... what is it? The... what was it? The... like, the Doomsday Mask? But... like, I don't know if you're even picking this in early game, because, like... oh. Sorry, it's my dog. He's playing with his toys right now. Yeah, I just don't know about this. Like, even in the beginning, the equations you obtain in the beginning are, like... they're pretty important to build up to, so that you can get an early power spike. And then the 3 blessings required to overwrite the equations, like, it could just be the new equations that you overwrote that are not as good. I guess still 3 blessings is still really good early game, though. Yeah, it does seem like early game or bust. Okay, maybe yeah, I don't know, I just never really pick it that often. I think the fact that it's 2-star also makes it, like, less likely you'll pick it in early game. Maybe here? Probably, yeah, probably here. I'd say... here? Yeah. I think here seems about right. Okay. Alright, Unmanned Curio. When this Curio is destroyed, it is immediately repaired. Sorry, another Curio is destroyed. After this effect is triggered twice, this Curio is destroyed. Okay, so yeah. Lots of very powerful destructible Curios. Getting their effects more than once is usually pretty nice. Like, usually if it's like the Rupert Curio, you're pretty sad, but... actually, no, not even then, because it's like, oh, you lost the, what was it, the one that gives you 50 cosmic fragments? Great, it just now still gives you 50 cosmic fragments per domain now. It's not that bad. Yeah, this seems pretty good. It is also a destructible Curio itself, which means destructible Curio synergy. Maybe like here. Oh, right, with the Dangerous Gossip Curio. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's really good with that as well. Yeah, okay, I think this is a fair placement then. Relies on synergies, but most of those synergies are usually very, very good. Maybe more? How much do I value? Yeah, I still think, like, here-ish is a good place. Yeah, probably here. I don't know. If y'all disagree with this placement, feel free to let me know. Well, by the way, yeah, we are making this, like, within the tier. So, if you think it's too low, feel free to let me know. Okay. Alright. Simple, biomechanical satellite. Drops are 25% cheaper. I mean, just usually reads as get 25% more cosmic fragments. Like, It's like the golden one, but like less conditional. Oh yeah, you can also buy it at the shop too. It's just free cosmic fragments. Yeah, it's always good. I just don't know how good. I guess the fact that it's 2-star too, maybe? I don't know. Is it really like top of happy to see? I think it's probably better value than this, since this is only 40% one time. But compared to something like this, which is like 10% more per domain and lets you hoard. Yeah, it's way more usable than the coins for sure, since you don't have to rely on timing to take it. You can like just always get it. Yeah, and you are really just auto picking this. Like a lot of these you are picking very often. I'd say maybe here. So this one gives you like 88 cosmic fragments per like battle. And it like also comes with one-shot utility. I'd say probably around here, maybe. Around the Meteorite. Yeah, okay. Maybe, yeah, maybe here then. Because I think the fact that you can guarantee a store at 1,000 cosmic fragments is nice, but this also like makes good use of your cosmic fragments anyways. I guess I'll put it here for now. Okay. Featherweight Inscription next. Yeah, we gotta scroll down. This one's new as well. After entering an occurrence reward of or aberration domain, the number of occurrences that appear increases by 1, max 4. This Curio has a chance to be discarded after entering these domains. So like it makes it loses itself, which is nice. You know, that's a positive synergy with a lot of Curios that require loss. Like lost Curios to generate value. And getting more occurrences. Yeah, I don't know what the chance for this is either. Oh wait, yeah, the chance for, I mean, is it really risk if there's like no downside though? Like, you just get it and then the chance to, like this thing usually almost always goes off at least once for me. And like 1 extra occurrence for free or 1 extra award or aberration is kinda nice, I'm not gonna lie. Just really good with camera mask, of course, although it does actually kind of risk being redundant. But yeah, this is an auto pick a lot of the time. It's 1 free occurrence at worst, and more if you need more. Yeah, like the more occurrences you have, the less you'll need this. But also, it's like, you know, you're never sad about taking this. Probably like here maybe? I don't know. I'm just going off of vibes at this point. It's somewhere near the top for sure. I just don't know how much. We're just going off vibes. Like, how good is it compared to like 1 to, like, usually about 1 guaranteed blessing? Probably a decent bit better, I'd say. Maybe like here? Probably there, yeah. Okay. I'll leave it there for now. Okay, next we have Vonwacq Souvenir. This, okay, upon entering a domain with a beacon, obtains 100 cosmic fragments. This Curio is destroyed after the effect triggers 3 times. This is just 300 free cosmic fragments. This is so good. How high do I put this? Is the real question. Like, it's not run defining, but I'm always happy to pick this. It's just 300 fragments. Like, this thing is so good. Like, you can even buy it for the 180 price. That's how absurd this is. Like, And it's destructible! It's destructible too, so it's destruction synergy. Yeah, maybe... I mean, well, this one gives you like 400 conditionally, so like I'd say this is like a little bit better, since you actually have to proc condition. I feel like here... Actually, I'll just put it like right next to it. Yeah. Okay. Alright, next we have the Wishing Nickel. This immediately increases the level of one random store domain and one random forge domain by 2. Notably, you don't have that many forge domains usually. Actually, let me double check. How much does each starting deck have? Okay, so let's see. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, every like mask has like one forge and either 1 or 2 stores. So it always does something. What was it? The forge domain levels, you will get one more weighted curio, usually, like going from level 1 to level 3. And you also, I believe... Oh, so you can... Okay, level 2 makes you purchase Towot Cards, and you can attach and remove beacons. And I think overall you just get more chances to level up domains and such. I mean, the forge one it's pretty nice. Like getting an extra weighted curio is usually not that bad. Like it's a decent boost. Like if you're playing Break, it's not that good, but otherwise, like, you know, it's not bad. But I think the more important thing here is the +2 levels to the store. Since level 2 and higher can only show equations, like equations are unlocked at level 2, and then level 3 reduces item prices by 10% and gives you 1 refresh for your equation and blessing stores. So yeah, it's good. It's good for like the 10. It's really good for the 10% discount at least. And the fact that you don't have that many of those domains in your deck means that like it's usually hitting where you want it to hit. I don't know. I'm usually happy to see this. I don't know exactly how useful it, because like if we're rating like a 25% discount this high, I feel like a 10% discount plus a bit of extra is bound to be like kind of close. Like honestly, might even be like here. Here. Yeah. How do we feel about this rating right here? Yeah, I guess you could think of it as the worst version of the discount curio, but I mean you do get an extra weighted curio a lot of time from this, especially if you don't invest in forges at all. Yeah. I don't know, it's got a mixture of good effects, I think. Nothing crazy, but yeah. Alright, next we have Inspiration Glass Ball. Instantly max out one domain that is not at max level. It's random. So I don't know. You're always wanting to level up your powerful domains anyway, so like this is just a big gamble. Like if it hits, well, it's very, very good, obviously, but like yeah, early game it's good, but like I don't know, the strategies that want leveled up domains usually also level up their domains naturally anyways. It's just a huge gamble. It's very inconsistent. Like, compared to the one that like levels up a random domain type of your choice by 2, I'd say it's definitely worse. So there's like, what, at best it's +4 levels to a domain you want. Which, I mean, yeah, it has the potential to like be defining for your run, but it just doesn't feel that consistent. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna dock at some points for consistency. Like maybe it gives value to like domains you otherwise wouldn't have picked. Like if it has like an adventure domain, all of a sudden like you might think about it. But yeah. Kind of gamba. It's just gamba. I think you're still happy to see it on average, but I don't know. Okay, next we have the Armed Archaeological Shovel and the Mining Dust Collector. So both of these will upgrade, I believe, from their 1-star forms. I think I'll actually just cover their 1-star forms and then come back to them. Yeah. Okay. So next we have Parks Pixie. So when you lose a domain, this gives you 1 random blessing of 1 to 2-star rarity, and it gives you, and it can be procced up to 5 times, at which point this Curio is destroyed. I don't know how often this procs, actually. Like, losing domains is obviously, like, it's really broken with the Cringe Mask, which just makes you lose a lot of domains anyways. But otherwise, I mean, you still do very frequently get the option to remove domains at least 1 to 2 domains. Oh, it triggers when turning into blank domains? Oh, right, because it's like Slay the Spire logic. Like, if you change a domain, you technically lose a domain and gain another. Oh, shoot. Wait, that makes it good! Wait, that makes this really good, then. Yeah, because it's very easy to take miracles, which just turn one of your domains blank in exchange for a reward a lot of the time, because you don't want all of your domains throughout the run. Okay, yeah, that alone has improved my rating of it quite a lot. Okay. Definitely higher than the rest. Yeah, it has ceiling of 5 blessings. That's a lot. That's actually a lot. Might be here, honestly. Here? Okay, I might have to move this down. 40% max HP is not that good. It's not that good. Okay, we'll do like a big readjustment at the end. Actually, how long is it? Oh shoot, it's 3.5 hours? Okay. Yeah, this might have to be a... Oh right, it's not 3-star, you can't get 3-star rarity stuff. But like, again, you really don't get 3-star rarity blessings that often. Maybe... Okay, maybe like... Maybe like here then. Yeah, here. Okay, yeah, probably here. You still gotta work for the full benefit. So this is a Ranger's Home. The next time you select a non-grand miracle, it will definitely be an extraordinary miracle. Curio is destroyed after the effect triggers. I like this one a lot. Grand miracles are good, and I'm usually not that upset by replacing a non-grand miracle with them. Yeah, it definitely feels like an auto pick for sure. Probably like here, I'd say? Yeah. Grand miracles are pretty good in this game. Yeah, it's a better version of the last 3 Curios you rank, the one that increases store, forge, domain levels, and the one that maxed out. Oh, it's night and day difference. Those are not even in the same league, in my opinion. Because this one, like, it grants completely different effects, I think. It's just so game warping. Like, it's something you can build your entire game plan around. Yeah, combination of all 3, maybe. It is definitely very, very good.